What I mean by that, and what I'm trying to say go in line with what Mr. Phillbill is trying to say. Mr. Phillbill is trying to say, whatever part of Cameroon that you're from, whatever part of Motherland that you're from, those that are popping in your local scenes and globally now are those who took their local genres up into the spotlight, and then they are headlining shows, they are doing late night shows in the US. I will quote, for example, Mr. Ashake. Yes.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing, man? It's your boy MisterJaay, aka call me boy, bon boy, a dekule dewale, you don't go wake your boy, passing the man, yes, man. Tasha, man, we back in the motherfucking building. You guys good, man? Yo, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to another reaction episode of MisterJaay. Yo, disclaimer, this is a non-musical reaction, man. We just had to talk about something, man. Yo, this goes out to my 237 audience, and this is actually about 237 music industry. If you don't know what 237 is, that's Cameroon, you feel me? Yeah, we repping that shit. But before we get started, if you're watching me from any part of the globe, wherever it is that you're watching your boy, man, please pause for a minute, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, man, give us that thumbs up, leave a comment, and you can chime in, you feel me? Motherland, everybody can chime in on this platform, you dig? Now, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know that for the past, what, 3 years or something, MisterJaay has been hard on his home industry, the 237 industry, because it turns out that there are certain things which I said a couple of years ago, which are now being, which are coming up to the surface in the industry. Certain things which I said, which back then a whole lot of people called me the black sheep, the hater of that industry. And the real ones are starting to pop up and saying that shit as it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of days ago, in line with what I'm about to say, a couple of days ago, I did drop a reaction about drill and the Asaka movement from Ghana. And then, man, you guys are roasting my ass, but it's all love. Now that I got your attention, that was just a way to let you guys know that MisterJaay back at it, you feel me? And it was all about being authentic. It was all about adding that authenticity and giving out something original. And a couple of days ago, man, there's been this post by this great music producer from 237, man. He goes by the name Phillbill. Now, big up and shout out to you, my brother. I know we've not spoken yet, but yo, check your WhatsApp, man. I hit you up or something. You dig, man? Let's get to it. This brother, he posted out something which actually is in line with what MisterJaay had been saying for the past 3 years. And what this man said was, until we start embracing, I'm paraphrasing, you dig? Like, until we as in the artists in 237, until they start embracing grassroots local genres, there's not going to be much of an industry left. That is me paraphrasing. Don't say that's not exactly what he said, because I know what my 237 audience can do and what you guys, you cling on some dumb shit. But yeah, this man said that post, but in essence, his post was like, guys, we have a whole lot of local genres that we can project to the limelight. And in line with what is going on around Motherland and the globe embracing music from the Motherland, bro, we can project that so that we can pop, so that this industry can pop. You feel me? Now, when you look at the 237 industry, man, those artists that have popped throughout the history, man, they stayed original to their grassroots genres. We can talk about the late Manu Dibango, the saxophonist, global icon, man. Wherever this man went to, he always tapped into his Douala roots, that sour vibe. You feel me? And then we can talk about another great Cameroonian artist doing it big right now, man. He goes by the name Richard Bona. Richard Bona is another epic artist This man is fusing his local genre from Cameroon into the jazz scene across the globe, and this man is being embraced. This man has won Oscars. I said all of that to say this. Fast forward, majority of the new artists today, the new school artists today from 237, you guys are either copying or you trying to redo what other people have done. And then in so doing, you think that for some magical reasons, for some Harry Potter kind of mindset thinking, you will be poof, you explode. Now I know some of you are going, but Mr. J, what about LaBianca? That sister who just won the BET award. And I would say that sister is beautifully doing her craft. She's beautifully coming up with something, but sister's not based in Cameroon like that. She is from Cameroon, but she's not based. So she's exposed to the Afrobeat movement where she's at. And so she's doing it and bringing her own vibe, her own niche, her own angle to it. So LaBianca is out of the question. But that is something that she could be doing down the road. Although you guys will be like, oh, but Mr. J, what about LaBianca, the sister who sang People and Jah, and then, But we are focusing on those of you in Cameroon. There's no reason why an artist based in Cameroon, an artist who is in Cameroon, like some of you guys like to argue about, oh, Cameroonian artists in the diaspora are not Cameroonian artists in the Cameroonian industry. Which is, first of all, a dumb debate. I'm not even going to go back and forth with it. But that's not the reason why I'm doing this vlog. There is no reason why we have artists in the industry today who prefer, who choose to duplicate, to redo what certain genres that are not typical to you. What do I mean by that? And what I'm trying to say go in line with what Mr. Phillbill is trying to say. Mr. Phillbill is trying to say, whatever part of Cameroon that you're from, whatever part of Motherland that you're from, those that are popping in your local scenes and globally now are those who took their local genres up into the spotlight, and then they are headlining shows, they are doing late night shows in the US. I will quote, for example, Mr. Ashake, yes, Mr. Money with the Vibe. That this brother took a local Yoruba genre, Fuji, and this man brought his own fuse and tech to it. And this man is on Kimmel, he is on everything right globally. Wizkid did the same thing. Davido, the same thing. You feel me? Saka did the same thing. Shatta Wale, the same thing. You dig? Stone Boy, the same. I mean, like, they're taking this thing and they're bringing it out. And then we wonder why they get all the attention. I'm talking about we as the 237 audience. Some of you wonder why some of your artists cannot blow, like, go crazy. It's simple. They are forgetting their roots. They are forgetting their grassroots cultural tune. I had said it before on my channel, man. There are so many tribes in Cameroon across. Look, every African country has. You go to any country, pick and choose. Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Bro, they all have all these little tiny tribes, kingdoms. You feel me? And all of these tiny little tribes and kingdoms, they do have a musical rhythm they use. It could be either for cultural festivities, something that is peculiar to that tribe, or they could have a tune that they use just for, it could be a spiritual, ritualistic ceremony. Every tribe in Africa has. That's the beautiful thing about Motherland. And that is why I've said that for the next 20 years. Music is still going to be coming out of Africa because people will be picking out these little genres and bringing them into the spotlight and making them blossom. Let's come back to 237. A whole lot of people have been leaving comments. Oh, what is the essence of this? Like somebody sent me a couple of hours ago, Mr. J, I would rather copy an original correct-ish than copy the wrong shit. And I see these comments, I see these people trying to attack Mr. Phillbill like I'm going to be a charge of bail lawyer because I have been on this same ride, on this same wave, on this same message so that you people can get it. until I'm talking about artists from 237, start going back to their local roots. Go back to your tribe. Pay attention to festivities. Pay attention to the rhythm of the drums. Pay attention to certain music accompaniment of your tribe. Bring it, fuse it. It's going to blossom. Now, everybody in Africa knows that Makossa comes from Cameroon, but it's just few artists who have actually taken the Makossa and try to fuse it. Now, I will give a big shout out to a whole lot of artists who are really, really into that business. Of course, some of you guys already know him, Phillbill. His brother did something amazing, which is actually now that shit went viral in Cameroon. You feel me? There are producers like Mr. Elliot. There are producers and artists like Sango. These guys are doing these things, but it's just a tiny component of that industry. Think about every other artist from 237. Now, years ago, when I was talking about this whole concept of going back to your grassroots and sprouting, I talked about this kid, man. He goes by the name Witty. If you guys don't know, man, Witty started his career as a rapper on that chilling music out there in Boya, man. We all know that issue. If you didn't know who Witty is, and I told you guys that Witty was not even known to nobody in Cameroon except those in the southwest Boya scene. But the moment this kid went back to his roots, and then he dropped something called "We Are Proud of Who We Are," this brother went crazy. Like, poof, the whole, I'm talking about Cameroonians in the diaspora across the globe, man. We started paying attention to him because he went back to his roots. He took that component of music from the soul people. He brought it back into the spotlight, and then it blossomed. That is exactly what Mr. Phillbill is trying to say. So to anybody who thinks that taking a local genre and fusing it and blowing it up is dumb, then you are the dumbest person I can ever think of. But of course, the Cameroonian audience, super dumb, super slow, just engaged in this negative bickering back and forth, always trying to argue without actually looking deeply at what people say. And then tomorrow when you want to try to speak, they call you a hater. That is not what it is. Pick and choose. Show me any artist today who is making it big out of Cameroon, and I will tell you how they got the grassroots genre music and they fused it either with Afrobeat, Afro piano, Amapiano, all those things we call today. Let it blossom. It started from grassroots music, the instrument, the rhythm, the vibe, the tunes, that whole ish. So to my 237 audience, pay attention to what Mr. Phillbill is trying to say. MisterJaay said it in his own way, and of course, I'm not going to pretend about how I feel about certain things when it comes to music. He's being nice. He's telling you guys, and he even has the time to be educating some of the people commenting on what he said. But some of you guys are too slow. You don't get it. And I pray that the artists that are really, really wishing that they could blow up, start paying attention to your grassroots music. Go back. Talk to the elders in your village. Ask people who organize festivities. It could be a child naming ceremony festivity. It could be a funeral festivity, maybe for the king, for the kingmakers, or for the princes. Go back. Ask these people, study that instrument, bring it back into the spotlight, and then you choose. You could choose Afrobeat to fuse it with. You could choose Makossa to fuse it with. You could choose dancehall to fuse that shit with. Or you could choose Amapiano to fuse that shit with. And I will keep saying what I said on a couple of hours ago. Thesis plus antithesis gives you a brand new thesis. Let's think out the box. That's my time, man. If I said something which resonates with you, leave a comment and let me know exactly what you think about the taking of grassroots genre music and bringing it into the spotlight, fusing it with something that is already mainstream and going global with it. Like some of the great Afrobeat artists around Motherland have been doing, and they're getting paid, but they're making money. So, news flash to all my 237 artists. You think that the little money you're making now is money? you daydreaming, you just lazy. Try to tap into your grassroots music genre and see the potential of the amount of money you can make. I'm out of here. Peace.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.